So why doesn't whoever the last year's league champ have it?
Well, mainly because I'm afraid they might break it.
No, that's fair. That's a fair point.
You're just gonna hold on to it every year.
Pretty much.
You
Just
might break
keep
it.
adding names. It's just for me.
I put the money into it. I'm holding on to it.
Yeah.
We'll break that thing faster than the Avs broke the Stanley Cup.
No, that's no shit.
It's already
man.
got a couple dents in it.
Yeah, probably people try to do stuff with it like the Stanley Cup too. So.
Dude, I'd drink a beer out of that.
You say that like you haven't already.
Yeah, well, I don't deserve it, so I haven't.
What have you done besides drink a beer out of it?
Nothing.
Oh.
I put it up on that shelf, and that's all that's happened. I haven't got to drink a beer out of it. But anyways,
Damn.
You don't deserve it yet.
Oktoberfest from Lone Tree Brewing Company. Jake, have
I
you ever
got
done that?
Juicy Drop. Juicy. Or Hazy IPA.
That's a good beer for you.
Juice Drop.
Juicy drop.
I messed up the whole thing, so I'm not going to get the sponsorship.
If we had like nicknames like they did like way back in the day, Jake's would be Juicy.
Juicy.
Definitely would be juicy.
Back over to juice.
Back over to the juice.
People might think I'm OJ. Orange juice. What was that? I said OJ and you check behind you and see when it's not.
So Zach, I see you moved your little area. What do you got going on there?
Yep. So my Ethernet cable never got sent in time. So I don't have one long enough to get to the normal spot. So I had to improvise in my kitchen.
Don't have one long enough.
You're in your kitchen right now?
Dude, of all the things, like I never have something long enough. Like this is a frequently reoccurring problem. So yeah, we got the Keurig right here. Got the staple.
Nothing like coffee and beer.
Mm-hmm.
What a combo.
The start to the day and then the end to the day.
Yeah. He totally did that right, by the way. We're gonna have some viewers thinking, "Oh, he messed that up. He doesn't know what's over which shoulder."
Mm-hmm. Keep telling yourself that.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one that rearranged. Mason, what you got going on there?
I just decided to turn exactly 180 or 90 degrees.
You got a freaking jug. Did you see that, Mace?
No, I didn't see that.
I was like, did a bear come into screen?
I just got small hands.
Yeah, it just looks big. That's an average sized tea from like coming down.
Yeah.
But so you're doing Sober October, you were
I
saying?
am, yeah. Sober October.
4 days in, is it the worst time of your life?
You know, it's tough. It's tough.
What about right now? Us two drinking.
It's a grind, you know? It's a grind. Like, I want you to, like, crack it loud into the mic.
Loud enough.
You know we will.
And I'm going to crack a Sprite at the same time and drink it with you guys.
You'd be like, it kind of tastes like it for a second.
Uh,
You're going to have to take that chorus sign down from behind you.
It's tempting you.
be tempting. But, yeah, it's not going too bad. We're making it. We're making it happen.
Have you ever done something like that before?
First time. I mean, when I was like 6, so
Yeah. It's a little bit longer in October, I hope.
Not 7, though.
I went at least 3 months when I was 6 without drinking.
Jesus.
So, since we've kind of officially started the episode now, I want to say sorry that like everything's delayed and not coming out on time. I'm still editing the last episode, so it's not out by when we're recording this right now. So there's going to be a double whammy coming. So,
Bam!
yeah, suck on that double whammy.
The big juice.
And then I also forgot to mention last week that when I was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they had that create a band thing, and I made us all a band, and we're officially bundled. Just a
What
couple
soakers
sticks
already
on the
taken?
guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all.
Is that a sticker?
Yeah, it is. I got a couple
That's
of them
cool.
for us. Each
That's
band
pretty
member.
legit. That's pretty legit.
Did you guys see the big Tom Brady news? That he has a small meniscus tear in his shoulder?
No. Why do I feel like something's missing here?
Your meniscus is in your knee.
Oh, did he say shoulder?
Yeah.
It's the same shit. You knew what I meant. I don't know. Rotator cuff? I don't want to say the wrong thing, though. I know that's your shoulder, but...
Well, I haven't heard
Or
Brady's hurt.
labrum.
I've only heard he's getting a
There's a
divorce.
small...
That's what I heard too, was the divorce thing.
You guys, drama queens. The big news is obviously the shoulder.
So I'm gonna go ahead and try to trade for him, Zach, if that's okay, because I think that man might just have the best year of his career now.
Well, wait a second. What is the diagnosis of Tom Brady?
I'm looking it up. Hold on.
I didn't hear it, so I'm not.
I haven't
I'm not
heard
buying
this.
it. I heard Russell Wilson's got some problems. with his
It was
shoulder.
just tonight that they said.
It's all a distraction.
Yeah, he's just faking it.
Mm-hmm. Buy him some time to buy that divorce attorney.
Yeah. There's no news of that. He's reading this off the Onion.
Dude, it's
It's the most
WikiLeaks.
reliable news source these days.
I'm not buying it. Russell Wilson, I heard, is feeling a little
Here,
worse for the wear.
Yeah, he can't cook.
Tom Brady dealing with minor rotator cuff injury. Sports Illustrated, do you trust them?
No.
He'll be fine.
Unless
We all
it's a
go-
swimsuit edition, no, I don't trust it.
So if you like MRI all our shoulders right now, odds are at least one of us will have a rotator cuff tear. They're pretty common findings.
Yeah, I for sure do from baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Pretty common.
So
Brady will
basically,
be all right.
why are you wearing the old get-together jersey there?
Just feeling good, man. Pulled it out of the closet today, and I was like, yes.
You didn't wear that
That's
to
what you're
work.
wearing. Not to work. Fuck no.
Yeah, you should let me know, and I would put on a Hawaiian shirt.
Still room. Go ahead. Take your shirt off, Zach.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Yeah.
$69 a month.
Jesus.
Gave up alcohol, became a stripper.
Yeah.
So yeah, you think Brady's actually getting a divorce?
I do.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him.
Yeah. I think that's probably what all that time away from spring training was about, too.
Oh, for sure.
Well, what they said was he promised, when he retired, he promised him that they'd have their first family vacation in August, and then he unretired. And it's like, so they let him go to the family vacation, but apparently that didn't solve
So does he
things.
have that dog in him, or?
I mean, how many years realistically does he have left, though?
I think this is last year. I wish.
Yeah. So, like, it can't really be about football then.
Well, that's what we were talking about at work, is like there's got to be some underlying issues going on. It's not just about he unretired.
Football.
Yeah.
What do you think I got shot then? With Tom?
Yeah. No.
No.
You know Wes Welker, don't you? Guys, I got a little update from Tally Health.
No, you
Oh
don't.
shit!
I do.
How old are you?
It'll be spring.
Well, Mason's not wrong. It's just early 2023 now. However, they did give me some stats on my results so far, and they have made a version 2 of the test that's coming out soon too.
That means they want to clone you again.
So how old are you?
Well, it doesn't tell you that.
Ah.
It gives you ratings. It's basically like your lifestyle score. Okay. It's out of 100. 100 being the highest. What do you think mine is?
42.
Okay.
Is your mom gonna watch this episode?
She's gonna kill you either way.
50. I jump right in the middle.
The correct answer is 38. It was really
I
bad.
was really close.
Yeah.
I was really close.
Zach did a good job. So I definitely need to work on stuff.
Hey,
But we
maybe you should
already
do
knew that.
Sober October too.
Maybe next month. Maybe next October.
I like it. When your score's 24.
So did you guys win in fantasy football this week?
I don't want to talk about it.
No? You're both losers?
Teeter balled out, dude.
It's always a good time starting Tua Tagovailoa before he goes full freaking.
Oh boy.
Before he sees Tua.
Larry the
Tua.
cucumber back there.
So what do you guys think? They Miami fucked that one up, or they make the right call?
The first time or the second time?
Yeah.
You tell me.
It can't all be on Miami though, right? Because the NFL has independent doctors.
contractors.
I mean, they fired the independent doctor.
Yeah.
I think that's a scapegoat thing though.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Well, you think more people are going to get fired?
No.
If I was their physical therapist, I'd be worried about my job.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even just them switching, even just to play it safe, you know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, the head coach, like, he has the ultimate say, right? He's the most powerful there. Shouldn't some of this come back on him?
No.
No?
He asks the professionals, hey, is he good to play? They say yes. He's good to play. I mean, like,
take a look at him, man.
He's an NFL head coach, not a fucking doctor.
Neither is Bill Belichick.
But you just said he's a head coach. So why does he know about head injuries?
He should be coaching that head.
There has to be someone in that locker room saying Tua's not ready.
Oh, for sure.
There has to be at least one voice.
I don't think there was.
I think the most surprising thing was the first time he got hit the game before when he
came in after half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he was clearly shaken up, and they didn't even really stop the game to check him out or anything. They're just like, yeah, he's good.
So who's more cognitively intact right now, Tua or Biden?
Always Tua.
Okay.
Tua's gonna be way quicker at everything.
You could pull the brain out of Tua's head and it'd still be Tua.
Yeah.
I concur.
That is a crazy situation. Zach, you probably know about this, but what do they call it? Second trauma or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, as we all know, but they said that people die from that second concussion like that.
Yeah, so it's definitely you have a window. I could be butchering this. I'm by no means a concussion specialist, but you have a window of time where if you get a second one, you're even more at risk. That's why this concussion protocol is supposed to last a couple days, get you outside of there. I'm not sure if Tua is inside that window or not, but close, a severe concussion after another concussion isn't good. He was a week apart, less than a week.
Yeah,
5 days.
What's the protocol? I think the NFL protocol is 5 days. You have to go at least 5 days. And they played Sunday, and then they had to play again Thursday. So
yeah.
A lot of people are thinking that's why they didn't initially say anything about concussion the first time, is because they knew that would immediately make it out for Thursday.
But now, is it worth it?
Oh, God, no.
No, definitely should have.
I mean, even if he comes out unscathed, was it worth the risk?
You lost them for all those weeks. Plus, your whole organization's going through a whole review and stuff. So
yeah, but don't they have another review going on anyways?
Doesn't every team almost?
Not like the Dolphins.
Yeah, so Tua is kind of fucked for a bit.
I wanted to show you boys. I went and bought those beers. I bought some new beers so I could drink them on the pod.
Oh.
And I found some of this. I tried to find a shooter, but they didn't have any, so I'm gonna shoot
it all down, man. Throw it all down.
spitting chiclets.
Just except for hockey season.
Oh, God.
Have you watched any preseason hockey, Zach?
Dude.
I've kept up with what the Avs have been doing, but like McCarr just played last night for the first time. Landy's not playing preseason. He's gonna miss part of the early season.
I mean, it's hard to watch preseason football. I can't imagine trying to watch preseason hockey.
I'll keep up with it. I watched a little bit of our new goalie play, but it's hard to say because he doesn't have like his defenders in there. Like Taves and McCarr aren't playing, so I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see at the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like football. It's an important thing. I think that we need the preseason, but I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They shouldn't even televise it. They should just pretend it doesn't exist to the rest.
Yeah.
Would you rather watch preseason hockey or WNBA?
Preseason hockey.
Jake?
Neither.
There's some documentary on I could watch.
Yeah. I'll stare at the floor.
I'll just work out. Let me go do some cardio.
You didn't answer, Zach.
What was the question?
Your question.
I didn't know it was asked to me. Yeah, I don't want to watch. I mean, I'm not a big basketball anyway. You know, I have a hard enough
Definitely
time
not
watching.
WNBA.
I have a hard enough time watching the NBA Finals. All right, you think I'm gonna watch some like Phoenix Heat or whatever the team is play?
So this next one's pretty special. It's California Firestone 805.
Like the
Firestone
salsa?
Walker. Oh my God, this shit's so good. I've only had it in draft. I never have it out of can, so we'll see.
You get some variety packs?
Yeah, here you go, Zach.
Nice.
Oh shit!
Now you can pretend.
Mmm.
Yep, just as good as I remembered. That's one.
shit.
That's one to remember.
There's a lot of hops in that one.
Not too bad.
I was talking about Zach's.
Oh yeah, his is full of hops.
Mm-hmm. I should have said I would give up beer for October, then I could still drink.
Found a loophole in the system.
I'll write that down for next year.
Zach's gonna go down and get some O'Douls, so you feel like he's one of us.
One of the boys.
I've never even tried like non-alcoholic beer. Have you guys?
It tastes just like beer, honestly.
Really?
I'm pretty sure we snuck some out of one of our friends' fridge when we were younger, thinking we were drinking.
Fooled those parents.
Goodness. I think my parents actually bought it so I could drink it.
Look, Mason, you're one of us.
Well, one of Vic.
Must
So
be
you guys, go
a
ahead.
pain in the ass to drive with that though. Non-alcoholic beverage. You got like an O'Doul's, just sipping it. These officers like, bullshit.
I know what's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Just throw some real alcohol in the O'Doul's. Someone's probably tried it.
Why would you just do it in the Sprite?
It's a better idea. That's a much better idea.
This guy, he doesn't sneak alcohol anywhere.
Mm.
You been watching any of the new hyped up shows, Zach?
No, I saw the commercial for the Dahmer show.
Yeah,
I don't get that one.
Everybody's talking about that.
Why
one.
do I want to watch a thing of a serial killer? Like, the guy's a bad dude.
Yes, he is.
So why
I
we watch
watched
it?
a couple episodes.
Like, why is it glorified?
I watched the Ted Bundy one. That was pretty good. It's just
Yeah, but that one had Zac Efron in it.
no, I didn't watch that one. I watched it was like the Bundy tapes or something like that.
Well, that
I
was
actually
good.
watched it for Lily Collins, but
Yeah.
I digress.
I've watched a few of the Dahmer one too, and dude, he was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to watch it. It's weird. It's weird to me that that's a thing.
I was talking to your brother about it at the coffee shop, and he was like, I don't know if he's such a good actor, or if the way it was filmed, but you almost feel like you're there, and you're like, I feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah. They shot like the camera's real low, so it's like you're always looking up at him, which is real uncomfortable.
That was weird.
Yeah.
What about you? You watch any of the new shows?
That one, House of Dragon, that's pretty good.
I watched the first episode.
So far, so good.
I'll watch it more this weekend, I'm sure.
Is that Harry Potter?
Yeah.
It's like the House of Gryffindor, and then there's like the House of what would you say it was?
Slytherin?
No, the show he's watching.
Dragon. Dude, shut up until you watch Star Wars.
You haven't even watched episode 3 yet. Shut
Relax over there, Juicy.
Yeah. You got way too much of a personal life if you can't watch episode 3. That's all I'm going to say. You got to tame it back a little bit. Become a little bit more lonely.
I like building up all that suspense. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to watch that third one so bad. And then I just don't. It's like edging.
Jesus. So here you go, Jake.
Don't Google that, Mom. Don't Google that.
I was gonna say you're back to the session where you got to Google it, Urban Dictionary it for the elder folks.
Oh. This section's called Educating the Elders.
Educating the elders.
Emphasis on edge.
Edging the elders. Whoa. Don't do that.
Hey, they're old enough. They've waited long enough.
Yeah. All right, what do you got?
Whoop, can you see that?
A little too zoomed in. One back.
There we go.
Edging. Getting seconds away from climax and stopping. Waiting a few more seconds, then start again. Do this a few more times, then you are meant to have an amazing long climax and feel great. Here's the example. I tried edging, and it felt amazing.
And it felt
super lame
amazing.
example.
Does it increase the PSI or what?
I like how the second one here, forcing someone to use Microsoft Edge. Oh, Urban Dictionary.
So to any of our viewers who've edged before, let me know if it increases the PSI.
PSI. How do you measure that? You put like one of those weather spoons?
You just stand at the back of the wall and see how far it goes.
You know those like growth charts as you're a kid?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Mark your shoes.
3 minutes of edging right here. 5 minutes of edging. There's just a hole in the wall.
Been working on my kegels. All right.
So speaking of edging, someone kind of edged us all year long. Aaron Judge finally broke the record.
Yeah, he did.
He juicing or what?
No.
No. He was just so big.
The dude's 6'7", yeah.
Yeah.
Is he
Why
just
did he do
juicing?
last year? Or the year before if he was so big?
He's been close. Like, it's not like he's been bad those years.
The guy's on gear, man. I'll say it. I'll say it.
Zach knows something through the doctor wire.
Jesus fuck. How long's that record stand for?
Like probably 100 years.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, when people
just-
are throwing faster balls, some guy just comes up and starts yakking them over the fence.
He also lives in a hitter's ballpark. That Yankee Stadium is built for home runs.
Why didn't he do last year then?
I don't think he was as good. He wasn't as dialed in.
Why? Why wasn't he as good?
Probably because he didn't juice.
Exactly.
Last year was the year of the sticky, guys. It wasn't juice.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll ever pop, though.
I don't think he's hot.
I didn't ask if you were gay.
Yeah.
I said I don't think he'll pop.
You don't need to ask.
He's got his shirt on already.
Yeah.
He's too much of a figurehead, man.
They don't give a shit. Fernando Tatis.
He wasn't good. He wasn't as much of the poster boy as Aaron Judge.
Oof, I don't know. Everybody was claiming they were knighting him face of baseball 2 years ago.
Dude. Like Mike Trout. You think that guy's ever gonna pop?
No, because I don't think he's. What did you call it? Geared?
Geared up, dude. That guy's the juice is loose on those boys.
Jake would never go loose on those boys.
He'd be loose after those boys.
Juicy Lucy.
Oh, that's gross.
Sick. Fuckers.
Y'all are sick.
So I found this news story. I don't know if you guys heard about this. A man was allegedly caught urinating on his ex-wife's grave in Oregon town, and the family's demanding answers. So this guy apparently had some problems with his wife. He's not young either. He's like 68, 70, something like that. And he's out there peeing and pooping on the grave of his dead wife.
Okay, the peeing was big enough. Now you're gonna shit on her grave too.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
what if
all
he's fertilizing for the plants?
Hey, he's being a boy. Yeah.
And his wife really like golden showers.
Wouldn't he
Is it
just
that
say-
bad? Is it that bad at that point?
The family want answers.
It's kind of sweet if you think about it.
It sounds like Zach just gave him answers. We need to.
I just gave the answers, dude.
Send this
Your
over
da-
to him.
Your daughter was a little kinky. All
Yeah.
right.
Sorry, mommy liked golden showers.
All right.
The man seen in the video has apparently made a habit of leaving bags of feces. What? At the gravestone, which the family of the deceased starting to notice back in the spring of this year.
My favorite is that he's made habit. How many times has he done this?
He's maybe a serial shitter.
Oh, dude, that's a frequent flyer right there.
The guy operating the camera says, I can see him walking up to the grave, and I can't, from where I'm standing, I can only see the back of him, basically, kind of at an angle, but not 100%, but I can hear the urine hitting the ground.
The guy operating the camera.
Like they just guy like back behind a tree. I got you now.
Wearing a ghillie suit.
You can't really see it well, but you can hear it.
You gotta film another man piss, you better put your name out there, all right?
Zach wants in on this.
Sounds like a lucrative deal, man.
Zach knows proper etiquette in these situations, all right?
Why you filming another man, dude? Like, what? That's so weird. Like, you go to a cemetery, you see a man you assume gonna go mourn his wife's grave. Let me film it real quick. That's weird, right? It's a strange move. It's a strange move. I think the man behind the camera's got some explaining to do.
He's the weirder person in this situation.
You think about kinks, that guy's got something, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
He might be the weird guy, but let's hop back over to the pisser now.
Oh yeah. I can tell he's pissing. I've heard this before.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Maybe
That's a urine stream right there.
Maybe it's the old lady's son, and he inherited the love of golden shower, so he knows. He knows the noise when he hears it.
I think the only reason he can hear the noise is because of all that PSI from edging.
Well,
that's a good point. How close do you have to be to hear a man piss like that, though?
Right?
That's what I'm saying. He's built up his PSI. So they were only briefly married in the 1970s. Yeah.
You could have led with that. We wouldn't have went down this
Come on, dude. Now that guy's just spiteful, dog. Now the guy's in the wrong.
Now we just look like idiots.
I feel like you kind of went down that road before I could say anything.
I want to apologize to this woman's family. I didn't have all the information.
Can't believe a man.
Families want answers, Zach.
I don't have the answers anymore, all right?
Stop humiliating them. So he also left her when she was pregnant. and then she remarried, and she died 5 years ago, and then he somehow was able to locate where her grave was, and now he makes it a habit to drive out there and toss bags of shit and pee on his.
Dude, sounds like a real piece of shit, honestly.
Where did you say this was?
The shit flinger. It was like Oregon City. I don't know what state.
It's definitely Florida.
Oregon town, New York.
Oh, it's New York.
Yeah.
Liberals.
They vote. I was going to say they vote blue. It makes sense. I could see somebody like that doing that.
A couple of shit flingers.
I base 100% of my opinion to somebody based on their knowledge of life. And if their knowledge of life is to vote blue.
Dude, if their knowledge of life... So wait, they put a bag... He shits in a bag and then leaves at the grave?
There's a video of him pissing on
Oh, my!
Antonio Brown?
Go back.
Oh, there's a different angle.
I gotta see how close this was.
This cameraman's work is creepy.
I got some real questions for that cameraman.
Some angles on this. What the hell?
Dude, why is it filmed like he's in like the Jeffrey Dahmer movie?
Okay, cup the balls. Good. Jesus. Dude, I don't think I've ever seen a
There's
cemetery.
A quick shot of this lady's face.
I've never seen a cemetery where there's a house just like right next to the freaking place.
Also, if you're the guy peeing on there, can't you just look to the right and see the camera?
Yeah, like so.
You're not
very
gonna,
clear. Oh, check this out. Like the guy's filming, and then this car pulls up and like confronts him about it.
I'd be pissed.
He is right at his feet filming that.
Dude, he's like at the street. There's like not even another gravestone.
Something's fishy about this man.
Mm-hmm. Were they actually married, or is this just like he had to pee really bad one day and then he had like OCD or something?
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting the full story.
Will we ever?
I don't think so.
It looks like it's a very special time for us.
What time is it?
I think we have someone joining us.
Who's on?
I don't know.
I don't see anything. What are you talking about?
Should I be concerned?
Guest. It does say guest. Scroll down on that thing.
Oh, I don't like it.
That's a little weird.
I don't like this.
Big brother coming in.
I don't like it. No! Guys, it took
Oh man.
Did I fool you?
It was pretty good.
Shit's
Pretty believable.
about to go down.
If any one of us would be on a grave, is him.
Oh. Leaving that part in.
We'll have to ask him if he agrees with that.
5 minutes, 5 questions, or what? Guess number 1.
Yeah, I mean, we can do some stories too.
I don't think I want to hear his stories.
We could do well. I don't know. There's a lot that could be said.
So is he joining or is he
I don't know.
Johnny Internet? I got some questions already.
Ooh, I wonder if I can force his profile picture.
Question number 1. Did he watch our podcast? Did he start watching?
I don't know.
Because
I don't
my
think he knows
guess
what the name
actually
of
is
it is.
watched our podcast.
My guess is he won't like what I have to say about stuff. Because I'm very blunt.
I would agree with that, but I also don't think he's seen it. So, should we double down and be like, just go even? We'll all go even harder.
Harder on what?
Dude, I'm as hard as I can get right now.
No, you're not. Now you're about to be. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh shit!
We need to get Zach drinking some of that. What was that you were drinking that time?
Tiger Thick.
Tiger Thick.
Yeah.
Dude, that's how I get canceled right there, man.
Man.
Oh, it's you son of a gun. It's Sober October. I was going to tell you this weekend we should do shots for every time we win, but
I get 3 hall passes this month, though.
Okay.
So October 22nd, I'm taking one of those passes. So let me know if you guys want to do an impromptu.
Do you have a special thing going on the 22nd?
UFC, baby.
Or who you watching with?
Just me.
Oh.
Now I'm as hard as I could get, dude. That fight card's so fucking legit.
Until they switch it.
You
heard
think
what-
Dariush?
Yeah, that's what Habib said, right?
It's a rumor.
Yeah.
Oliveira's scared to fight.
No, he's not scared.
He's not scared, dude. That guy's a motherfucker.
Tell me it's not strange that Makhachev's going to have such a home advantage, though.
So that's actually done. That's actually like a thing in like the UFC's contract. So some people from Abu Dhabi, some like I don't know, rich person over there, they're actually like a minority owner of the UFC. And so like every time Khabib fought, it was in their contract to have him fight in Abu Dhabi.
That's stupid.
Because they want to bring it over there. So same thing now. Islam Makhachev's over there.
I mean, it makes
in
sense.
the contract, yeah.
But
it's not the fighter's choice; it's the owner's decision.
You know,
well,
some
it's partly
people
the fighter's choice because they don't have to take the fight, correct?
No, but why wouldn't you take the fight over there? Like, it'd be smart.
If you're Oliveira.
I mean, if
he
you're
wins this fight,
Islam,
dude.
If you're Islam,
well, yeah, Islam's going to take the fight. Islam will take any fight.
Man, that fight.
I hope it stays. I hope it stays.
In a future episode, I want to give my thoughts.
You know, some people in Abu Dhabi don't like him.
Who?
I don't know, but some people Abu Dhabi do.
What? Abu Dhabi.
Don't take a lap, Jay.
He goes on one date. Now he's got all these dad jokes.
Oh. So how much does Plan B cost nowadays?
Jesus.
$50, $60.
Cheaper than Plan C.
What is Plan C?
What is Plan C?
Flying down to Mexico.
That is cheaper.
It's a lot cheaper.
This is a vanilla porter.
Is Blaine ever going to join us, or is he just like...
Dude, I don't know. It's Blaine. This could be his entire appearance right here.
Yeah.
It's Blaine. I'm asking. We got to standardize our questions to each.
So number one is always, do you wipe standing up or sitting down? That's always going to be number one question.
I'm writing these down.
That's like
number 2. Would you pee on an ex's grave?
Yeah. and an extra part to that is of this
bags of shit. Also,
if no, of this group, who is the most likely to?
And I'm gonna be like, this is the question: would you ever pee on an ex's grave? And then when they answer, I'll be like, anything else? If anyone says, I'll make a habit of that shit. Yeah. Permanent guest.
You should be like, after they say no, you should be like, okay, what about non-exes?
Yeah. I'm going to track down the guy who peed on the grave, and I want that man on our podcast.
Dude, that'd be awesome. What if we could get him for an interview?
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool,
actually. Just, like, zippers down and starts pissing right in the middle of the...
Would you film yourself peeing on the grave for us?
Well, Jake said we weren't allowed to edit anything anymore, so Jake, you got to leave it in.
Dude, I bet we could get Antonio Brown now. He's just showing everything.
What a fucking guy. What a guy.
Jake, what's another question you'd ask him? We gotta standardize these.
What is the most? What's the most cult-like organization you've been in? I don't know.
Biggest cult.
And then ask him, do we live in a simulation?
Oh, that's the last one.
That'd be the last one.
We need one more, team. One more. Should we make it a fan vote? Wait, there's no fans. Shit.
Guys, we put the poll up. We got a 0% response. So for our winner this week,
Yeah, we should just ask him like a one-word thing and just see if they see what he says. Be like, cheese.
No, we can't use cheese, Zach.
Oh yeah. We can't use that word.
There's a story behind that.
Cheese. Oh shit! Oh god.
we should we
we're
should do like a Mad Libs thing where we tell them pick an animal, pick this, pick that, and then we'll read off like a story out of all this shit.
And I will just make up the story just out of thin air.
All right, so we need animal, place, and
Sex position.
Yeah, you do a bunch of weird questions and we can still make it into a story.
So we're not even...
Or you don't even make it into a story. You just ask him all that stuff.
So we don't even like give him a background.
We're going to do this for our Mad Libs and we just need these answers. And he gives us answers.
Just
so
Blaine.
You're like, thanks.
Animal.
That's funny. I do like that.
Animal. Place. Sex position.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Each one of us could try to fit that word into our story.
Oh, you know what we need is we need a secret word that you got to try to get into every podcast.
I could never think of that. My brain is soaked right now trying to think.
Well, so before we start recording, we'll get that up, and then we'll let the guys in the comment section decide. Oh, it was totally this word that was so out of place or something.
Oh, what
A little bit of feedback from the cult community.
I like it. So, what was your guys' bet from last week? That
Whoa,
That worked.
Blaine.
Hey,
Can you see us?
I can see you all. How's everyone doing?
What's up?
what's up, buddy?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So we got 5 questions for you.
Okay.
We're gonna throw these little rapid fire, so we'll see how you do.
Okay, sounds good.
I got one
just-
after those
Well,
five.
and just remember who you're talking to. So some of them are gonna make you go, "I can't believe they're asking this question."
Fair enough.
Question number 1: do you wipe standing up or sitting down?
You know, I think it depends on if I've worked
You
out
can't
that
phone
day.
a friend here.
Because
But you did what?
if I've worked out and I can't like extend my arms as far, it's definitely got to be kind of a sitting down thing. But otherwise, it's standing up.
How hard are you training your arms?
Enough.
Can we see a flex?
Can we see if like no?
Before we get to question number 2, boys, I've got a Big Wave gold nail.
Oh, dude, I love Big Wave.
Never
Big
tried
Wave
it.
is good.
So.
Where's that from?
Kona Brewing Company. It is Liquid Aloha.
Dude,
Liquid
that's some good
Aloha.
shit right
Liquid
there.
hello. You're welcome for the translation.
Question number 2.
Oh, fuck.
Good, right? Blaine, would you ever pee on an ex's grave?
Under what context? Anything?
Why does it matter?
Well, okay, so the context is there's a story out there of a guy in New York who pisses and shits on his ex's grave.
You know, I don't know if I've
She's
ever
been dead
hated
for
somebody.
5 years.
I don't know if I've
And still
hated.
doesn't.
And that's
The
the thing
family's
is that
still
like
around.
I don't think I would ever hate somebody enough to do that. Like, there's people I've genuinely not gotten along with, but I don't think I've ever hated them enough that I would go like piss or
Piss
shit
on
on
their
their grave. Yeah.
What if she was in into like golden showers, and that was kind of like your memoir for her?
Like for her benefit being dead.
What if like her tombstone was like a little shower head with a funnel at the top?
Dude, that'd be legit. You go straight into the dome.
It's got her face molded down there.
Well, Zach's got something new to add to his will.
So that what you're saying is you'd roll up on a grave and be like, "I do this for you."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Can't look at it as a bad thing.
Yeah,
you know?
I think everyone's thinking this like a spite thing. This
could be
out
good.
of love.
So
It's a post-mortem foreplay.
Yeah, of the three of us, who is most likely to? Since your answer was no.
I'd say Zach.
Yes.
Zach, loser.
Can't really say I disagree with that one, though.
He's like, I've already done it, so.
Oh, before we move on to question 3.
Oh boy, here we go. Get ready for this, Blaine.
Oh boy. Oh, look at that! Every year,
2015.
Equipo Muy Grande. I forgot that was my fucking name.
You're on the trophy.
You know the saddest. The first one. You know the funniest part about that too is I knew you guys just invited me to just be a filler, so you had even teams for the league, and something went wrong because Jay Cutler won me the Super Bowl, which in no other circumstance would that ever happen.
I think the most ridiculous thing is he won it, and then we're sitting there at Jake's house watching the playoffs, and we're like, Jake or Blaine, what are you doing? I'm going to the gym. What are you guys doing? And we're like, we're watching the NFC Championship. Oh, that's today? What, dude, this guy won the fantasy league.
Patriots versus the Broncos. Brady versus Manning. Biggest game of our lifetime.
Was that the one where I had to stand in front of the antenna, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do remember that. That was a feel-good moment for me because I don't know how I won, and I probably shouldn't have won, but I did it anyway.
Did it anyways.
It's okay, I got like last the following year, so it was just a one-hit wonder.
And that was after we vetoed. That was back when we vetoed trades, and we vetoed a trade you and Jake made.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I'm still mad about that.
I forgot
7 years later. It was on my birthday.
Yeah, it was on his birthday. And he said, "No, fuck you. You can't make that trade."
Happy birthday! Also, fuck off.
You need 5 people to veto a trade. How the hell did 5 people veto that? You had to go and text them all. There's no way people get on our league and veto shit.
Maybe I should change my answer. Maybe it was Mason that would piss and shit on somebody's grave. You have to. That's a certain level of spite.
It sounds like Jake's the vengeful one who's pissed off.
Yeah, it's not going to be an axe. It's going to be Mason's.
You may have done it before the trade cancel. You've turned Jake into that person. Let's be fair.
Yeah. It's like my villain origin story.
Yeah. Trade got vetoed. Damn it.
I want everyone to die.
For football fans, that most people would be like, yeah, that's a fair reason to go bad. I understand.
Yeah. Zach knows.
I'm with you.
We better watch out. If I finish this beer before we're done, I gotta get into the
Pink Whitney.
Oh, Blaine didn't know what this was last week, so here you go, Blaine. Pink Whitney.
Pink Whitney.
Barstool Sports.
I like all the. I thought those were all sponsorships on the front.
Huh? Pretty much.
Yeah, I've definitely never had that. I usually do like just straight Scotch or bourbon nowadays, or beer.
So, 4th question, Blaine. Have you ever been in a cult?
I think we've only did 2 questions.
Yeah,
no,
number 3.
I've never been in a cult.
3rd question. How many questions have we asked?
What's the biggest cult-like thing you've been in?
You know what? For the nerdy answer, I'm gonna say I went when COVID first started. I went pretty hard into the classic World of Warcraft when it came out, and some of those people, man, play that shit so religiously. Like I was getting messages about me not playing the way that they wanted to, and told me that they would kick me out or find other people to replace me if I wasn't doing the things that their way, or if I couldn't be available 5 days a week. And I was like, Jesus, man, this is
Wow.
4 days a week.
That sounds like a cult.
Yeah,
Are you getting threats?
it's
Do it
yeah.
our way. Yeah, all right.
Those are some fucking vengeful nerds. Let me tell you what. Granted, it was COVID, so nobody was really doing anything at the time. So I did have the 5 days a week. But I mean, barring that one exception, yeah, those people go way harder than you would ever think. Like you would think it's pretty bad, but it's a lot worse than you realize.
So do you think it's culty because you spend money too?
I think it's culty because you spend money. I also think that there is a lot of elitism in it, in that, you know, people will tell you that you're an absolute ass clown for doing anything that's not 100% perfection.
I do that to Jake.
Almost to a point of like zealotry, where like people will hunt you down and like say shitty things to you for doing something differently.
I'm coming for you, Jake.
Have you ever been swatted by one of your friends?
Swatted.
Well, seeing as in my position, I'd be one of the people doing the swatting, then no, I have not.
What are we talking about? Somebody's going to explain this to me.
You don't know what swatting is?
No.
Who wants to explain it?
Basically, it's someone
hit people.
No, so swatting is like somebody calls in
That's what I thought.
Is when somebody like is usually it happens like to streamers or anything like that people will call in like these 911 like bomb threats or hostage situations to the cops at that person's address, and then the cops, not knowing that it's all a prank, storm in and like take people at gunpoint at these random houses.
So that's to watch it all on the live stream.
Yeah, and then you watch it all happen on the live stream. It's like 20 cops bursting into somebody's room and like taking them at gunpoint when they're like playing Halo in the background.
Jesus.
Wow. Yeah. So that's what swatting is.
It's kind of a shitty prank.
It is kind of a shitty prank. It's also felony crime on top of that. So I wouldn't suggest doing that to people, but
what's the odds they get caught if you call it in though?
Pretty high. I mean, I can pretty much trace, or I could look back at almost anyone's phone call and find a history record for them, and I'm just a local cop.
So
we're all good here, right?
My internet's cutting out.
Yeah,
Mike, don't listen to anything else we said today.
I just gotta make a call. Hey, you're all at home.
You can look at who we text and who we call. Just don't look at the internet history.
That's the first thing I go to. But don't worry, I would just be like, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. So we fouled up. We didn't even introduce Blaine, by the way.
We said it's Blaine.
Jake, do you want to like introduce him though?
Yeah, this is Blaine.
He likes coffee.
He likes coffee. I mean, that's not an incorrect explanation.
Yeah,
it's Blaine.
So Mason and I were roommates with him sophomore year in college, and then I was junior and senior year of college in condos. And you lived across the street in the neighboring condo.
I do. It's hard to believe that that's like coming up on almost a decade ago. 2013, man. Yeah, almost. We were all in the dorms in 2013.
Jesus, I've known you guys for too long.
Yeah.
Zach, I haven't known you for long enough.
Thanks, buddy. You neither.
Gross.
So what's question number 4 for Blaine?
Animal.
Okay.
Animal.
We already did question 4?
No, this is question 4. We're going to have you list off a bunch of things. We're going to make a Mad Lib.
Okay.
So, Zach.
Animal.
Make a Mad Lib?
Yeah, we're going to.
We're going to make a Mad Lib?
I was like sitting there like,
I
got nothing in front of me, so.
Animal.
Animal.
Do you know what a Mad Lib
Just
is?
name an animal.
I'm confused. What am I doing?
Just
with
say like
this?
pig or chicken or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
My bad. I get it. Let's say concert.
That's not animal.
It has to be an animal?
That's why I said animal.
Well,
I didn't say favorite venue.
Hold up.
Did you never have a Mad Lib?
Let's explain a Mad Lib.
Well, I've never done one over the internet, so that's a little bit different. I get it now.
So we tell you what to get, like some topic, and you answer.
And then I
He's just
went
gonna
in there.
start
Got
giving
it.
us random words. Door hinge. Carpet.
Let's go once again with animal. Let's go with a Honda Accord. That's an animal, right?
It's about much of an animal as a concert.
Yeah. It's a party animal.
Party animal.
I don't know. Let's go with seals.
Okay.
Plural.
Oral.
Next one. Place.
Let's see. Hell.
Okay.
Interesting.
Sex position.
Reverse cowgirl.
Okay.
Who's in what spot? Sorry, that was a trick question.
The seal's on top 100%.
Number.
7. I was going to say 69, but that's too easy.
That's too easy.
Yeah.
Color.
Brown.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And last, Jake.
Yeah.
City.
Yeah, city.
Shit. Okinawa.
Jesus, I can't spell that.
I'm just gonna put O.
Okay. You said Oklahoma, right?
Oklahoma. That works too.
Oh, we forgot drug.
Ooh, it's a good one. I have so many options for that one. Let's do. Let's just do some good old cocaine.
You heard it. You heard it. Blaine said, "Let's do cocaine."
Hold on, I gotta go raise evidence room. I'll be right back.
We got him. I really love the smell of cocaine. I'm not a big cocaine fan myself. I just like the smell.
Just a smell.
I just like the smell. You have to get it pretty far up in your nose to actually smell it, though.
That's been my experience.
Sometimes you have to do it a few times too.
Yeah. It really works good when you put it in a line because then you get to smell it all like one big motion.
Well,
Yeah.
you put it in a line.
And honestly, it just puts you in a great mood right after. I feel like you can go do whatever you want.
Do you ever have to deal with that at work, Blaine?
Snorting
What,
cocaine?
doing a bunch of cocaine?
No.
You work at Wall Street?
But do you ever have to deal with cocaine?
Yeah, I've dealt with most major named drugs at one point or another.
I didn't know it was a name drug.
Well,
I thought it was just generic brand.
What's the difference between crack cocaine and cocaine?
So crack cocaine is mostly with like baking soda or baking powder or some kind of oil, and it's basically fried and put into like a little clump or a cluster. Whereas cocaine is just the powder. So it's basically the same thing.
What do you do with crack cocaine?
You melt it
smoke
down,
it?
inject
Smoke
it.
it. That's
have
what
it
crack
any
is,
other
right?
way. Yeah.
Is that
There's
what
a-
crack is?
Is crack,
You just
is crack
ingest it
different
in a
than crack
different manner.
cocaine?
But it's
So
all
wait,
the same.
crack and cocaine are the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one's basically baked or
Where have
fried
you
into
been?
little clumps.
Wait, Mason, did you know crack and cocaine were the same thing?
I've heard of crack cocaine.
No, crack and cocaine are the
Didn't
same.
know they were the same
Oh my
thing.
Yeah,
god.
me neither, dude.
Sorry,
This
we're
is-
not druggies.
You can tell how good the drug campaigns are in the country.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
country.
Working
Dare
really well,
runs
it looks
deep.
like.
We had a DARE program.
We
DARE program?
We had a double dare program.
Double dog dare you to try that crack cocaine.
All right, Blaine, last question.
Okay.
Do we live in a simulation?
Ooh. You know what? I'm going to say yes, because it makes everything else less important.
Now, can you leave the simulation?
Oh, fuck no.
Oh, man.
No. Not like in a classic Rick and Morty style.
Who's Rick and Morty?
If this is a simulation, can you clarify the differences between crack and cocaine?
Everything's
So I
just
got
a
another
matrix.
question for you real quick here. So there was a some kind of fashion show last night, I don't know. And there were two people there, and they were wearing White Lives Matter shirts. Did you see this?
I didn't see that, no.
Okay, so I just want to know what side you're on. Kanye or Candace Owens?
What side am I?
So I don't know
Blaine's
Candace
on.
Owens, but I know Kanye's crazy, so guess I go the other side.
So you're pro Candace.
Pro what?
I guess so. I promise I don't know who
Candace
that
Owens?
is. I don't know who that is. I'm very out of the loop with a lot of stuff.
Good to know.
Dude,
good
I
to
live
know.
in like the middle of. There's like nothing.
Leave that out.
You
Well,
okay
it's
with people knowing you live in the...
I don't care. I mean, you could type my name online and I'll pop up with my job at other places. Like it's not like I'm that secret.
Well, I just don't know if you want to be tied to this podcast.
Yeah.
Remember who you're looking at when you look up at this and be like, ah!
Fair enough.
Blaine, have you ever bundled?
I don't know what that means.
Have you ever soaked?
Yeah, I was going to say that next.
Soaked.
Yep.
I'm hesitant to give an answer because I don't know what kind of
Have you ever
terminology
edged?
you're using.
If you had to guess, do you think you've ever soaked?
Probably not.
Have you ever edged?
This guy's never soaked.
I don't think I've ever done that either. No.
You know what that one is, though.
I know what edging is, yeah. But I haven't done it.
So PSI, like,
He said that was perfect. I know what it is. I haven't done it.
Yeah. I say the same shit.
I happen to know what the URL is, but I've never been there.
so hypothetically speaking, from your knowledge of it that you haven't done, does the PSI increase?
I'm going to say no.
Damn.
So what's the point?
Well, I don't know. I haven't tried it.
You're not like living on the
That's
edge.
why. Yeah. I guess some people do. But I feel like that would just make you
Soak
angry.
it all in, live on the edge.
Mason, give that a good soak.
Yeah.
He is no
Matches
longer
the
edging.
flamingos on your shirts.
Woo! That was kind of intense. I'm not gonna lie.
It's never really great smelling liquor. Straight up.
Yeah, why'd you smell it?
I don't know. You told me to give it a sniff, didn't you?
I said give it a soak.
Oh, they said sniff.
You did it again. What the fuck?
That's my go-to. I sniff first.
Ever since that one night in Fort Collins.
Shut up.
Did something special happen there?
three very special things happened there.
That's an off-air conversation.
That's an on-air. I don't know. It sounds like, considering this podcast, it seems like a very on-air conversation.
It gave me the goosebumps.
The chicken skin.
We're trying to find the middle ground where we can talk about stuff without losing our jobs.
Go in the water.
Talk about stuff. Fair enough.
What were we talking about? Fort Collins? So when we were in Fort Collins, oh wait, we're not talking about that, are we?
We're not talking about it. If we talk about the first part, I just got to ramble off at what happened at the end of it all, and none of us need that right now. All right?
I've been asked like 3 times since you kind of like led into the story, but then never told it. People are like, so what happened?
I'll just say this story will be told on this podcast. It will, just not today.
Yeah, once we get a Patreon.
Yeah.
Once we get a Patreon.
We got to get a little bit more viewers for that story. You got to earn that one.
I want less viewers for that.
I want one specific viewer for that one.
I want 3. 3. One would be the one we're all knowing about. The other would be some chick and probably her offspring.
Oh, does that happen already?
On to you, Jake.
Yeah, well, I don't know anything that happened that night.
That's what they keep trying to tell us, my friend. That's what they keep trying to tell us.
Oh, shit. So, Blaine, what is your most fond memory of Zach?
I mean, most of the
To be
time.
honest, he doesn't have any.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't have any. No, probably any of the nights that we were doing the.
You'll get your Venmo later.
You'll get your Venmo later.
Yeah, Zach's really into feet pics.
Finders, baby.
So, Jake, since we've got Blaine on the podcast, we need to talk about the prank wars of 2013. And I
don't remember the pranks that led up to it.
I lost my pen.
Here, buddy, I got one for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, right here. Should we just start doing podcast magic? You got a quarter behind your ear. Whoa!
Hey, buddy.
What happened there?
That's the entire 1 hour episode.
So let's talk about the prank wars. I don't know what started the prank wars. I feel like we just decided to be idiots.
I don't know how it started.
But all I know is Mr. Matt and Mr. Blaine did not stand a chance.
No.
So
we're too competitive for that.
Blaine, do you remember having to shower in the dark for the longest time?
Oh, I do remember that, yeah. And then I didn't realize till way later that it was because of you idiots.
That was such a good prank.
Oh my god! He went and told the maintenance guy,
hold on. Yeah, so we took the 2 light bulbs out of the main thing in there.
I think we just unscrewed them, didn't we?
Yeah, I think they're still in there. I think they're just loose in there. And then we put the
cover back on.
And then come in, there wouldn't work. So I think you reported it to maintenance or something, right?
Yeah, which it turns out when you report stuff to maintenance in college, they don't actually fucking do anything about any of it.
That's the same everywhere.
He made the mistake of telling us, "Oh yeah, dude, my lights aren't working. I'm gonna go tell maintenance." So as he's going down to tell him, me and Jake get up there and we tighten him back up. So maintenance guy comes to fix them. Lights work. He leaves. We went out there and unscrew him again.
I think it was funnier when the guy came and couldn't figure out what was wrong and Blaine not getting the prank. He was like, what the light just comes on? Who reported this?
Oh my god.
I don't think anybody pranked me harder than the cafeteria when they almost killed me and I had to go to the hospital for 2 days. The fucking food poisoning.
Jesus.
Remember when I walked in, you guys were all watching a movie, and I was like, hey, I think I'm dying. Can one of you take me to the hospital? And I was in there for like over 2 days. I think I lost like 30 pounds.
I must not have been...
I don't know if you were there for that one, but yeah, I straight up almost died. I went into liver failure.
Jesus.
That fucking Taco Tuesday really got to me, man.
Taco Tuesday, dang it.
I mean,
we all ate that cafeteria food. It was probably bound to poison somebody.
I see you, Zach.
Me too. Talking fish tacos over there.
Reel it back in.
Moving on.
Well,
this one's an avalanche.
You starting a beer?
Yeah.
We're like an hour and 15 in.
Yeah.
He's a slow starter.
But he's a strong finisher.
It's because of all that edging.
Sometimes I swallow it and then let it back up.
Blaine, is there any questions you have for us since you haven't seen us in so long?
Well, I wasn't going to have any questions even if I had seen you recently. So.
Oh,
damn! Wow.
He doesn't care about our lives.
I'm just kidding.
What do you think we're going to do with this video? Do you think this is an actual podcast?
I have no idea.
Wouldn't that be great if this was just a big prank?
We got him again.
we just film people for no reason. Watching them pee on people's
We're not
graves.
even recording.
That big red blinking dot on the upper left corner of my screen is just a prank.
It's all for
It's
show.
a simulation, man.
This is a simulation.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to explain to him our podcast? It's Can You Leave the Simulation podcast.
Yeah, I want to know one thing first. What are actual the legalities of defecating on someone's grave?
Jesus. You want to know for a friend? For a friend?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, not for you.
You don't have to answer right now, but in a couple of years, if you could get that info to me.
If you know a good lawyer,
I could tell you right now, it's really not that bad.
Not that bad, okay.
I mean, it depends on the city you live in, but it'd just be like a citation for obscene conduct.
It's private property, though, right? A cemetery.
So then, well, sort of. I mean, the city would have to trespass you, so you get trespassing and obscene conduct, which you'd go to court, and the judge would slap you on the wrist with a fine and maybe some
hypothetically service. If you were to get your video camera out and then get a video of a guy peeing on a tombstone from 3 different angles, would that be enough evidence?
Who would be more in trouble? The guy filming another dude naked? Or the guy's actually shitting and pissing?
I would say the guy recording just throws his buddy under the bus, then let him take all the.
Oh, so you think this is like a 2-guy crime? They take in turns pissing and filming.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna
that's a lot of shit.
That's literally speaking,
bags of it.
Well, unless if what you were talked about before with your ex being really into that stuff, then I guess it's not a crime. Yeah.
It was in her will. She wants me to give her golden showers once a week.
Yeah,
I improvised the shitting on the grave. That's just.
I just kind of thought, it's been a while. Let's spice things up a little bit.
When in Rome.
It was Tuesday. Yeah. I had my tacos. I just really had to go, and I was visiting her grave anyway, so I figured, why not?
Who cleans that up?
I was experiencing liver failure from the tacos.
Yeah.
Who gets to the grave and they're like, there's 20 piles of shit here.
The same janitor that has to clean is to clean the litter boxes from the furries.
Yeah, that's true.
Wrap that one around.
Blaine, do you know about furry litter boxes?
I don't think so. I don't know.
They're new to classrooms near you.
To a bathroom near you.
I thought it was the classroom. I didn't think they could go to that.
No, it was in the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
So there were some parents in the Midwest who were suing the school for not having litter boxes in the bathroom for their kids who were furries. The more you know.
Think.
Why wouldn't they go outside? Like, are they not potty trained?
If you identify as a cat and you want a litter box.
Oh, well, the cat's like the only thing that works, though. Every other animal, you're outside. I don't want to see no fox taking a shit in my elementary school litter box.
Dude, wouldn't that be something? The fox just shit in the toilet, though? Like your doorbell rings, just fucking trots on in.
It's like, excuse me.
Flushes, lights a match, and just trots on out.
I mean, I think we would all like foxes a lot more.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, actually.
So, Blaine, now that you've been on the podcast, do you think this is going to lead you into maybe watching an episode or two?
Sure.
Oh, I thought you were going to say launch his Hollywood career.
Yeah.
Well, that too.
Well, I mean, one can hope.
One can only hope.
Hey, well, you're 13 episodes behind us in terms of Hollywood fame.
Is this episode 13?
14.
Oh, thank God we're past 13.
Well, thank God.
It's unlucky. That's
14's they
out.
do say that 14's the big leagues.
Yeah, now we're like official.
14's the magic number.
Blaine, if you watch our podcast and you say, God, those guys are idiots, I got something to say, email us.
Yeah, email us.
Text us. We don't care. Just let us know.
Sounds good, buddy.
Jake, remind us of the email.
cultspod@gmail.com.
That's for all you listeners.
Yeah. I did that for you.
And for you listeners in Canada, fuck off.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn. I like you Canadians. I like y'all.
I
like y'all,
You just like the hockey player Canadian. You don't give a shit about the people who live there.
And the Beavers.
Whoa.
Excuse me?
Zach goes up to Canada every winter to see the Beavers.
Oh my God.
Well, it's been a fun one, boys.
It's been fun.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us, Blaine. You
Blaine,
want to set
we
this off?
appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Good to see you all again. And we'll have to do this again. Mason, I have to ask: are you in a supply closet?
Yes.
Okay.
He's in a lot of closets.
I live in a supply closet at school.
Okay. But you're not officially paying rent. You're like the boogeyman that the kids talk about in the hallways.
I'm not officially paying rent. They're not officially paying me a salary. So, I mean, it works out. That's like the Joe Dirt way to do things, right?
Yeah, fair enough. I'm not one to judge. All right, guys. Well, that was fun. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'll have to do a list or give a listen in. What was that website again? Or the email?
Website, cultspod@gmail.com. All right.
But
now you tell them where to watch us.
gmail.com. Is that what you said?
you can't watch us on Gmail. You got to watch us on YouTube or
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast, people.
The Spotify it is then.
Okay.